Do you know how to breathe? Or maybe the bigger question is, are you able to breathe correctly? Because there are several factors that limit our ability to breathe fully and correctly to get the most air and the most oxygen and the most energy to our cells that we can possibly get. And one of those factors is the ability of our diaphragms to expand completely. There have been multiple scientific studies done to show that the capacity of our lungs is directly correlated to our ability to live long lives. So lifespan and lung capacity go hand in hand. And one of the reasons that we're so limited in lung capacity has to do with our diaphragms aren't expanding and contracting fully. In fact, we only use about 10% for our diaphragmatic function. Most people, that is. So one of the goals, of course, is to improve diaphragmatic function, improve lung capacity to improve lifespan. But of course, increase energy levels, increase oxygen uptake, and so on. So I'm gonna give you a couple exercises today. They're gonna show you how to do that. But let me explain first one of the limiting factors in diaphragmatic function, and that is not just the way we breathe, which is breathing up in our chest all the time, but one of the reasons for that is posture, and another reason for that is emotional stress. Emotional stress we know we can deal with if we breathe, we close our eyes and breathe deeply. Of course, there are lots of techniques, meditation, and so on. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but what I do wanna get into is the second factor for your ability to breathe correctly, and that is your posture. And let me explain. So when your shoulders and upper back are rounded or limited, then that means that we can't get our full breath. The lungs can't fully expand, the diaphragm can't expand and contract fully when we have posture that is literally limiting the ability of the rib cage to expand. And a couple of things that limit the rib cage's ability to expand are tightness around the rib cage, which means if your thoracic back is locked up, your shoulder blades are locked up in any way, and many people's shoulder blades are locked up, but if they are, then they can't rotate, the rib cage can't expand, and that limits your ability to take a deep breath. So the other factor, of course, is the diaphragm's ability to expand and contract in itself, which is also impeded by the position of the pelvis, if it's tucked under, or if it's even too anterior, meaning rolled forward. That can distend the abdomen and decrease the ability of the rib cage to expand and contract, decrease the ability of the diaphragm to expand and contract, and that's going to decrease your oxygen intake, and that's never good. So I'm going to give you a couple exercises to change the position of your thoracic back. Make sure you open up that thoracic back, get the scapula to glide, get the rib cage ability to move, and then I'm gonna help you then take deep breaths so you know how to then train your diaphragm to get to its full range of motion in contraction and expansion. Maybe it'll improve your lifespan. So the first exercise, you're gonna go on your knees in front of a chair or a couch, kick your arms, cross them over. You're gonna put your elbows on the couch or on the chair, and you're gonna let your body, your back, just drop. Now your knees are gonna be underneath your hips. You can hold this for about a minute. Relax your stomach, rest your forehead down on the chair, and you're just gonna let everything drop. Your tummy is dropping towards the floor. Let your chest fall through your shoulders, and you're just gonna hang out here, again, for about a minute, and you wanna breathe deeply in through your abdomen, and then exhale out, and let it fall. Okay, so that's a 1 minute hold, and you'll notice that your spine, your thoracic back, everything just starts to relax and it will start to drop. And as it drops, you'll get more arch in your back, more curve in your spine, but you're also opening up your thoracic back. Opening up your thoracic back and your chest cavity so that your lungs can expand. Okay? The next exercise is you're gonna go down on your back, use that same chair or couch with your legs up at about 90 degrees. Now I've got this, just got a cushion underneath my knees because I'm about 6'2", so I need extra height. What you're gonna do is you're gonna interlace your hands together, palms together. You're gonna bring your arms over to your left side. Your left elbow drops into your side. Your right arm crosses and stays straight. You let yourself roll over, then you go the other way. So left arm straight, right elbow drops in, and you go back and forth, and you're reaching over, allowing your arm to cross your chest. Your other elbow drops in, and you're going back and forth. Now you want to rotate your trunk as you do this, and you're gonna free up your rib cage, you're gonna free up your shoulder blades, your thoracic back, and that's gonna help your ability to take bigger breaths, deeper breaths. We're gonna start training the rib cage and the diaphragm to reach its capacity. Okay, so you wanna do about 30 of those. Finally, The last exercise is a breathing exercise, which you're going to inhale through your nose as deeply as you can from your diaphragm, from your lower abdomen, bring it up into your chest. And as you exhale, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's as far as I can go. And then take a deep breath. And do it again. Count again. 1, 2, and so on. Now, as you count, you want to count out loud. It's important that you hear your own voice. And the reason is, as you start counting all the way down, you'll notice that you're expelling all the air out of your lungs, out of your reserves, until it gets all the way down. And that's helping your diaphragm reach its full contraction so that when you inhale, the lungs can expand, air can be let in, and you take a much deeper breath. And then you do it all over again. And you do want to do this about 10 breaths. If you get dizzy, this is one of the reasons you're lying on your back. So if you get dizzy, then you won't fall. But if you get dizzy, just breathe normally for a few breaths and then go back to it. What you'll notice is that over time, you'll get better at breathing. You'll be able to breathe more deeply. You'll be able to count longer, and that means that you're extending and expanding your diaphragmatic contraction and expansion. You're expanding the amount of oxygen that's getting into your lungs and carbon dioxide that's actually being released, and you'll be healthier, and you might just improve your lifespan. Please click save if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you want more health information.